Hey, what's up, Brad? I'm gonna put this other eye in tonight so I don't have to start there tomorrow. It's too early to quit for the day. I got my second wind. I'm still getting set up here. I just decided at the last minute to go live. Hey, what's up? Rather get this out of the way. I think. Yeah, I noticed something last night. It's actually pretty minor. I'll think about it first before I act on it. Because on the finished mask, I don't think anyone will notice. Probably an easy fix since I'm going to be doing that other eye. And the nose is just kind of, eh. Hey, what's up, Ash? I think eventually Gino is going to get his own mask. How can you not immortalize that? I like to imagine for a mask for Gino, like Gino's reaction to when you say Tom Metzger is a hack loser. Just try to capture that. Pretty soon, though, no one's going to have to kiss that ass anymore because it's going to be some pretty low stock on the comedy rung. All those failed movies. So Gino, what's it like to work with that little midget? Do you just want to like shove him in a jar? So if that's the real Gino, I got a serious question for you. I mean, really a serious, not a trolling question. Do you understand why those jokes are so hack and they don't work and they have no effect? I always wonder that, you know. Because obviously Mike makes a lot of money off of his show and has a lot of viewers. So I always wonder what the strategy is on that. It's got to be like some kind of a thing where you guys think that you're really getting someone, but it's odd because y'all do the same thing with the, oh, you don't have any followers and you're in mom's basement. It's really it's an odd approach. I've always been really curious about that. Maybe like among your peers, like you think, oh man, yeah, that's a good one. Hit him with that. And I'm not shitting on you, Gino. I'm really actually being honest. I just wonder why you guys always go with that route. Because when something is patently not true, it has no effect. It doesn't even like ruffle anyone's feathers. It's just kind of like, whatever. Kind of weird. And honestly, Gino, I'm not shitting on you. I'm glad you're here. Imagine, like, Gino, imagine if you did a t-shirt and the first day you put your t-shirt out, you made thousands and thousands of dollars on sales. I mean, I don't know. I don't even do that when I put something new out. That would be kind of nice. I'll have to explore that business model. I do watch your show, though. I think you'd do better without Berg. Berg's a disgusting little man. He's really hateable. And he's not funny. Oh my God, Gino, you got to stop cackling at that little midge. It's not funny. I know we're civilians and we don't have the comedy experience, but we are the consumers of your product. And that Berg, man, that guy is hack on wheels. Little tiny wheels. Training wheels. I've been thinking about, just for the heck of it, why not? Write an act, like say, write a 15-minute spot. 15 minutes worth of material. Because I don't think it'd be that hard, really. I watch comedians, I want and listen to podcasts every single day. I don't think it's that hard. practice that material for a couple of months and get the timing down. Yeah, I think it could be done. That would actually be like a really good reality show. You should pitch that, Gino. Where you just take regular people, they try to do an act. Don't get comedians, because there's too many D-list loser comedians out there that'll sign up. And they already suck. They can't do it, and they never will. Because I honestly do believe that doing good comedy is not easy. I think you could probably either do it or you can't. And that market is flooded. Let me just take this eye and set this aside. Hey, how's it going? Now, Gino, I will send you a free mask of yourself if you make Aaron Berg wear it on every show. So it's like 2 Ginos. That would be cool. So that's pretty cool, guys, right? It sounded like the real Gino. Well, that's pretty cool to have him stop in. Make some quick worms. Gino could probably drive. That's right. He did drive the cash cab. What was that? That was I know I saw that little pilot. What was the premise of that? Had something to do with like a date, didn't it? Like there was some creep picking up a chick. Could do this as an option. Have like the worm eye. No, it was like some kind of hookup cab, I think. If I'm thinking of the right thing. Where they had like they have like a secret word if the woman was like really creeped out, she could get out of the whole thing. I'll be right back. Oh, you know, it'd be great. Rethinking my premise for the instead of just having civilians write a comedy routine, one civilian has to team up with one of these comedians. Kind of like Dancing with the Stars. I would watch that. That would be kind of cool. You should pitch that, Gino. Don't let anyone else watch this stream. Take that and pitch that for yourself, because I bet you can sell that. I don't know. Wouldn't you guys watch that? I would watch that. Perfect for Comedy Central. They're not exactly knocking it out of the park with their programming. They need content. I'll coach you, Gino. I can make you a star. Oh, stop with the hosting duties. Seriously, stop that. Don't give me that nonsense about the hosting. That's like a chore. I'm not going to tell you about when I have to mow the grass. So I have this pitch for you, Gino, and I think I'd watch that. You got to do Dancing with the Stars, except we're with comedians. Get some schlub. None of these D and F list and E and down the alphabet comedians. You got to get people who've never done it before. So I don't know how you guys do it, but I can predict. Just because most of you are egomaniacs, you'll try to make your civilian into you, and that's a bad idea. Yeah, but Berg's a moron. I mean, nothing Berg does is anything anybody should be envious of. Berg's the worst part on your show, hate to tell you. I mean, that is some hack, gross crap that he does on that show. I mean, a racist coffee cup, I know that's some gross stuff, man. Gino, I don't know if you know, but I'm your dentist on the internet. I don't know if you've put that together yet. I've been taking your teeth out for about 2 years. Oh, Berg is so HGH'd up, or whatever testosterone he was taking to make another little mini Berg. His eyes are blown out of his head. I saw the headline when Vern Troyer died, and I didn't read. I just looked at the picture. I thought it was Berg. Like, oh no, one of our own. Well, for the animatronic, I'm going to punch the hair. But for the masks, I'm looking at a couple of suppliers for wigs. For two reasons. Punching hair is extremely time consuming and the hair is very expensive. So that would add right off the top, it would add to the cost of the mask. So what we're doing here, if this is the first time you've watched, these were just some placeholders I put in when we first started the casting. But now we've done the eyes for the animatronic. And these are out of the same mold, so they're the exact size eye. When we make the mold, the front shell is on, and we have to drill in through the front of the mold, through the eyeballs, and attach them with hardware so that when you pump the silicone into the cavity, that it'll form around that exact shape of the eye and everything will fit. So normally you'd have a team of people. You'd have someone who worked on the animatronics, someone who'd work on the sculpture, and all this stuff is going on simultaneously. And since it's just me, it's a lot of little steps. So Gino, you can be honest, since it's just a little stream, little private stream here, right? You have to hate Bird. You can't really like that guy. I have a hard time believing that. He is definitely a fool. I think Gino could be ahead. He could come around. It's hard to get out of that little groove he's in. He could do it though. Oh man, you should really rethink that, Gino. Should really rethink that. This is the weakest part of the show. Well, Garrett's probably the weakest part of the show. I should be fair. Garrett, the booth is definitely the weakest part. Artie would be easy. Just a hat with sunglasses and like a blobby nose and a carp mouth. He'd be done. I could just order a medical skeleton, and by the time it gets here, that would be Artie. Now, come on, we like Gino. We recognize him as the superior half of In Hot Water. So Gino, is Alex as crazy for real, or is she just putting on a work on Twitter? Because she seems like a lunatic. Yeah, that ain't right. That ain't right that you guys are getting that kind of money for those shows. You should be getting way more. It's crazy. Do you know how much they paid Artie? Because, there's a lot of rumors that go around about what they gave Artie. If any of those rumors are correct, that was insane. Well, most of us have a pretty low opinion of Maresca and his abilities, decision making. Oh, well. You win some, you lose some. I haven't watched East Side Dave in a while. I forget about it all the time. I used to kind of enjoy watching him pursue Flutzy in that weird kind of desperate way. Uh, Gino Paducah's from Liverpool. You're blowing it, buddy. You know, that's interesting. I'm going to have to look at it and see what, order one of the wigs, one of the samples, and just see what it is. Sometimes they can be modified. If they, usually a wig has a cap that everything is sewn to. And the cheap ones, it tends to be thicker. But we'll take a look at it, because sometimes you can go in and you can cut some of the cap away. Yeah, the Pornhub thing is really gay, man. Hate to tell you. It's pretty lame. Get down. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why he's proud of that. It's not anything groundbreaking. That's about as avant-garde as like signing someone up for a mailer for herpes or something. It's just kind of been done. Boy, that little kitten got me tonight. Looks so much worse on camera. The wildcat. Yeah, that one went a lot faster than the first one. We did a little test the other night, Ash. Oh no, where did I put that? On that electrical stuff. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, let's see. What time did we do that eye last night? Oh, it's been about 24 hours on that other eye. It might have been warm enough to pull that other eye. A little bit rubbery. Might as well let it sit. Not worth blowing it right now. You know, I did all this rearranging so it'd be easier to find stuff, and so far it's not working. It will get better when I remember now where I put everything when I was rearranging. Down here, this is all of our parts. We have our animatronic teeth. There's one of the eyes unpolished. When that's polished and buffed, it'll be clear like glass, which is definitely cool. A very convincing effect. I was looking for a piece of red gel, but oh, this is way over the top, but it's going to blow out the camera. Unfortunately, that's too bright. Let me see if I can find another flashlight. This is one of those Xenon Blackhawk flashlights. It's really bright. There it is. Oh, you stay down. Stay down. This one's not quite as bright. Oh, it won't be this bright with an LED in it, but it'll be red. So it'll light up the cornea red. Also, too, it is the light is blowing the camera out a little bit on the white balance. He'll have his nice little red eyes in the head. Well, after this next part of the sculpture, then I'll have to get back to this. But we did work out. Sorry, I'm trying to like figure out where the camera's looking here by looking in the other monitor. But we did figure out the basics for the animatronics for the eyes. So when they're all hooked to the servos, you'll be able to look around. Save these so I don't have to make them again. Well, there was no talking red, and I didn't feel like quitting for the day, so why not? Eggs, you mind licking your balls in another room? That would be fantastic. He is worse than scooping. He's putting in real work on that thing. Well, now he's just cleaning his back, so at least I get that image out of my mind. When I was rearranging tonight, I scored. I've got this, I don't know what it's called, but it's that drawer liner. It's the rubbery, kind of spongy material. I've got it lined in the drawers. So like for certain drawers where I have wood files and things like that, you don't want the files to clank together because it destroys them. And same for drill bits. You don't want your drill bits rolling around and bouncing into each other because it dulls them. But I lifted up, I was cleaning out a drawer to completely start fresh, and I picked up that liner and I found about 30 micro drill bits. They're really tiny ones. Like 1/4 of a millimeter size and smaller drill bits. So that was nice. Let me readjust this a little bit. I am looking into some better ways to kind of run this camera. I need to be able to move it around a lot. I was looking at something that I can mount on the ceiling with a track and suspend the camera rather than having it come up from the floor. I think that'll be a lot better. Having a streaming empire is hard work for my 130 subscribers. Keep that production quality up. I did notice that the nose is a little bit heavier on this side than the other, and I think that's going to be a good thing because if I take a little bit off, I'll bring it in line. Every time I sit down in front of it and I look, I see something new. So if I sit here for 5 hours, I'll look at it and never notice it. But overnight, I come back and look at it the next day. I'm like, oh, it immediately stands out. I think we're really close, though. It's getting to that point where I'm not going to get crazy obsessed about it. Whatever the static posture is, that changes as soon as it's on someone's face. So I want to add a little bit to this side and then take a little bit away from the other. These little ham sacks underneath his eyes, they're a little bit different on each eye, but I'm going to opt to go a little bit closer to symmetry. Yeah, let me see here.
I don't want to do anything for money. That's not what I'm talking about. Yeah. I don't want to do anything for money. I'm just please. I don't want to. Yeah, I know. I heard that part. I heard that part. Yeah. Shout outs Clay. Shout outs Clay. Shout outs Clay. Um. Yeah, I felt bad today. It was like I woke up and I saw like this tweet from Clay that was like, "I told you," and I was like, "Oh man," you know what I mean? So I was like, I let everybody down, you know. So I had a bad day that way. Um, but I got a good sleep. You know, I got a good sleep from having my boots knocked, and um, yeah, Clay is Clay is good, man. Clay is a good dude. Um, I looked at the link and I saw the link that you was referenced earlier, and I spent a large part of the time talking about Clay. So that was interesting, you know. That was interesting. Clay, there was some real funny parts about like Clay and Yusef Al and Ellie. I remember saying some funny things last night about Red Bar. Uh, on the scope that got whatever. Like I was saying funny things about Red Bar. I think like funny Red Bar references. Like I think I was singing "If I See You, I'ma Crack Your Jaw," and I think, and then I remember somebody was talking about I'll dress as Dracula and you can deep discount. Oh man. I've been going around. Yeah, I've been. I've been going around singing "If I See You, I'm a Crappy Jaw." Like I love that song like so much. We were just having fun, but actually, I'm probably glad that it stopped. Those things were getting. I didn't hear it yet. I didn't hear the new Gino jingle. That's cool. Yeah, Hold On to Love. I like that one. So I just came on. I actually tomorrow's gonna be crazy. Crazy. I've never felt this way about an episode of MWAT before. Like I've always been able to say, yo, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. This one is just yeah, no, I would love for parking to call in, but we don't have multiple lines, and Phil fans, a huge part of the show, and I got a rock Phil fan, but I don't think the other lines work. Parking, you can Skype in, audio only if you like. Yeah, Skype in at Laughcast. LAFFCAST. The only thing is no Skype in. The only thing is it's on a delay. It's on a delay. Phil fan, I don't want that. I want you on the show, okay? Thank you for the offer. That's great. But please don't usurp my authority. Okay. Okay. Just I need you on the show, Phil fan, and we have a lot of plans, and you're an integral part of the show tomorrow. And just get in your seat and do your thing. Like be Karen Phil fan. Thanks. Well, the between the two of them, I don't see that happen. Private number calling private number. I don't see how that would work. But
This is Karen, yeah. The host of Monumental
that's an
Waste of
impossible
Time.
phone call to make. Parking Tigers to Karen Phil fan and vice versa. Like, I don't think they have payphones anymore. Like, yeah, I know. It's like it's it's real interesting. I mean, I don't know that yeah, like That's a site I visit a lot. It's weird seeing me on that site. Like, all right, take it easy, guys. Was I talking to the controversial listener at one point? I think I remember talking to the controversial listener at one point last night.
The Woodmans.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember talking to him. Like that was kind of cool, you know. Oh yeah, Steve. Thanks, man. Yeah, I know. I can't wait. You know, a different way. Like, yeah, you know. I don't even follow him anymore, man. Really. Like, I mean, I follow his account. I follow his account. That was funny. But he's making little birdie tweets. You know, like what do they call that? When news is running across like a electronically, like he's it's just filler. It's just filler. Nothing substantial. So tomorrow we have Steve Miller, Karen Philfan, and Karen from Philly. Hey, Bravo. What's up, Bravo Kilo?
Yeah, thanks to people huffing that stuff, I get ID'd for it when I go to buy it. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Periscope is cool. The people there are real cool. Yeah, no, I want parking on there. Parking, try calling the other number. I forget what it is. 925 something. Try calling that because A Plus was able to call in one time. A Plus called in the 925 number one time when Karen Philfan was on the line. So, I mean, the connection was real bad, but try it. Do you still have that 925 number? I don't have it anymore. Steve, do you have the 925 number? Yeah. I used to have it. I don't have it anymore.
I think Lapcast has a main number.
Philfan, do you have it? Philfan might have it. Okay, cool. DM the 925 number to, not that it's some big secret. Not that it's some big secret or something, but I don't know, like, DM the 925 number to parking. Philfan, still call in on the number you call in, okay? Karen Philfan, still use the number you call in to call in. That'd be nice to have parking tigers on the show. Oh, okay, we didn't know. Okay, great. Then post it then if it's on Google. Post it. Yeah. You guys can call that one tomorrow.
Get down. Down. What are you thinking?
I don't know if it works, but try. Oh. Was I dancing last night? I think I was dancing to like rock and roll. I think I was dancing to rock and roll, like. Yeah, big show. Real big show. was real happy. I was real happy, yo.
Good night, Amy.
Great. Great. I mean, it's basically true. I can't argue. All right, we got it. We understand. We know where it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your contributions. Yeah, it's definitely an uh-oh situation.
Got to get her off this attention thing. It's dangerous.
You understand the point now? You understand the point? Okay. Let's chill out with that. All right. Just, thank you. You did it.
This nerd really thinks he's pulling off a caper, doesn't he? The Pornhub guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a good girl right now. Just trying to I'm just trying to be a good girl right now. God. Any problems, man? Fuck. Oh, I haven't seen them yet. I don't have I don't have as much as I usually have.
Full moon is
I don't
in
have
play.
as much as I usually have, bro. Like, I have a lot though, but maybe like 10 or 12. I usually have like 20 or 30. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, plus I haven't been into it. You know what I mean? I haven't been as into it. But we still have to figure out the future, you know?
Yeah, the Hippocratic Oath is supposed to be in play for this, but the Sheklas want that money.
I haven't even done roll call, troll call, but that's so clowned right now. That's 15. Well, no, that's coming now. That's coming now. I got I'm paying for a makeup consultant, and I take voice class. Mark told me to buy some dresses. He What I was wearing last night first, he said, I don't. Well, not that I didn't like that. He was like, that's what you wear to greet me, and he made me go put on a dress. And he said, buy dresses this week. So I gotta buy dresses this week. Yeah. We gotta buy dresses.
Dangerous game, Karen.
He said he liked the way I filled out the one I was wearing. He had seen me in it before, and he said, "You're filling it out better now." He was disappointed that I stopped doing the shots. He said they're working. But I didn't feel like they were, you know? I just didn't feel like they were. Because I wasn't doing it right, and so I switched back to estrogen pills. Mark, he says I gotta go on a diet too. I like broad soup. I really liked it. I don't know what happened there, but I don't know what happened there. Yeah. I mean, it's not, there's nothing wrong with, a guy saying, he wants you to be in better shape. You know what I mean? Like I almost bought when I went to go buy something tonight. I almost bought cupcakes, but I put them down.
Nico, come on. You can't be up here. That's like 30
Well, he doesn't
times
say
today.
anything like that nice. You know, it just comes out real blunt. I didn't get cupcakes, even though I wanted them. You know, comfort food. Yeah. I've been eating a lot of pizza lately.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. You have to ask her.
Get ready. I know what's about to happen.
All right, cool. I will.
That pretending like, I don't know what happened to Broad Suit. That's not going to go over well.
You understand here what's going on. This is a little bit much. This is a little bit much. This is a little bit much. Hey, A plus, what's up?
Oh.
People were asking me questions, so I kind of answered them, but and then, okay, I don't know. Okay, you know,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Look what I finally remembered at the grocery store today.
You understand the point?
I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom and get a bottle of water.
I can't compete with that. You know what I mean? I can't compete with that. I mean, yeah, you know, Well, at least you're talking to me.
I can just barely see. Yeah, she's A+ is giving her hell.
You're wrong, dude. You're wrong. You're wrong. It's wrong. You know, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I tried to. Uh, you know, I've tried to mend the fence. You know what I'm saying? You're so wrong about that. Like, you're so wrong. You're so wrong. Okay.
Yeah, I know exactly what this is.
No, this is good. Let it all out. Get it out. You know, you have me pegged as doing something I didn't do, and it's like, let's hate me forever or something. You know what I mean? Like, I've been trying to like be friends with you. All right, dude. Peace. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, good. Point gotten.
Yeah, I've moved the window over. Yeah, it's not, yeah, not good.
You know what I mean? And then I'm like, and then I say like, okay, and then you're like, oh, see what I mean? You know what I mean with the see what I mean shit? Like, no, you don't care. Like, you don't care. You don't care, like, about me. You don't care either. Like, so I don't know. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. A plus.
Oh man, women
That's
love
ridiculous.
women love when you tell them they're being ridiculous. See, Karen's not all the way there yet. Yeah, if there's one thing women hate, they hate that word ridiculous. I can tell you that from experience because I knew that was a Kickstarter.
Oh.
Yes, Child likes another one. Irrational.
I don't know what any of these references are. You know, I'm 51. I don't know what these references are. Oh. Mm.
Here comes the police. And they're on a mission. Going that fast.
plus doesn't accept that I'm trans. A plus can't accept that I'm trans. This is talked about. This is talked about. The people closest to you sometimes.
Oh, she's getting ready to get in big trouble.
The people closest to you sometimes.
No, don't do it. No.
No, you helped me. You were real good with stuff like, I'll take you to go. I'll take you to get makeup and stuff like that. You're real good. You were good with that. But the realness of it, you're not with. You're still stuck on Ozark. That's what I mean. Yeah, no,
we
I'm
got a
appreciative
shit
of
ton
that.
of emergency vehicles.
But she still sees me as Ozark. You know what I mean?
Something not good happened.
I can't help that part.
Pretty nice shout out from Mike tonight on the Kumia head on the show. That's pretty
transition
sweet.
Is moving forward.
And I got caught trying to change the subject.
I mean, your anger level is so high. It's just like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? What can I do? I can't help that. Your anger's off the charts, okay? Like, that's not gonna mesh well with me.
See, this is the part of being a woman that Karen doesn't have down yet. Still needs a little bit of work.
I mean, you come falling out of the woodwork. You know what I mean? With all this like anger.
Falling out of the woodward. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's arguing like a man with a woman. And I think we all know that that's a waste of time. When it gets to this point, there's no argument really to be had. It only will make things worse. Yes, the other stream, the audio you're hearing is live.
So if I have no one to help me anymore, you know, and I have a man sleeping over last night. You know what I mean? I got a man sleeping over. I got friends. No, he was nice to me, and we got along.
Oh boy. And then there's shit stirs in the other chat too. Ooh, A plus is dropping the bombs. Man.
No, you sit there and say I don't have anyone that cares about me. You know? What kind of thing would somebody say that to somebody for anyway? I don't have anybody that cares about me. Nobody to help me. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Only 20 in the other room. Yeah, this is almost voyeurism. This is probably something that A plus and Karen should be doing alone.
I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to, you know, um, I don't know how to help you. I'm not even, if you notice, I'm not even coming back. I'm not even coming back at you because I'm not even coming back at you. If you notice, I haven't even been coming back at you. Why would I? Why would I? Why would I come back at you on this?
Hey guys, I'm gonna step outside for a second, just out the front door and look, because all of those vehicles, I can see their lights flashing out there.
Maybe you should do another episode.
Take a peek, make sure they're not at someone else's building or house, and I'll be right back.
Might be time for episode number 2 to get the real story out. Maybe I wanted us to get back together and be friends again. You know what I mean? Maybe I didn't know how the level of your anger, okay? You know, the level of your anger is because I didn't do what you're saying I did. Like, so you just have to deal with that. All right, point gotten. You know what I mean? The point is gotten. Like, we can't be friends again. Like, the point is gotten. The next time that I even entertain that fantasy that we can be friends again, I'll be sure to like quell it, contain it. Okay, like, you know. God forbid I want to be friends with somebody I love. And plus, you're really tripping right now. You are tripping hardcore.
Uh-oh.
This is like the most hardcore. This is the most hardcore tripping I've ever been a part of. Like, She can't deal with the fact that I'm trans, and I'm sorry to have to let everyone know. That is something that people in the trans community talk about a lot. It's very common, and you know, I'm just gonna keep plugging along, guys. Like,
yeah, this is not a good spin
what
either.
can I do? What can I really do about it? You know what I mean?
Playing those man games on her.
I'm not going at her like the way she's coming at me. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm gonna have to, since I'm making a public statement, I'm gonna have to be honest and say that Karen's scheming a little bit here.
I can't go at her the way she's coming at me. It's like I don't gain anything out of it, and I don't have that much anger.
Little bit.
So I can't do it. You know what I mean? But you know, it's something that's she's really, really peeved. That's not even the word. She's really, really
Here's where Karen's making her mistake. She's acting like she doesn't know why. And that's a mistake.
She's really, really angry.
Come on, Karen. You know why.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like I don't know what to do. Like so, um, it's dawned on me that you know she's not making any attempt to um,
I'm not going to say exactly
reconcile
why.
with me. You know what I mean? Every day I
I'll
go
let them
in my
sort
head.
it out.
Every day in my head, I'm like, A plus, isn't trying to be my friend. I think about it every day, but um, she's too far gone, dude.
Woo!
She's too far gone. I can't.
Going for broke.
Between that and she's really, 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 really doesn't see me as a woman. Like
It's way more than that, Ash. I'll let A plus make that decision whether or not she wants to talk about it, though, because that probably wouldn't be cool.
I don't know anymore.
I can't, man.
It's really not
I really
good
can't.
for me to talk about it because she's just so upset. This was really humiliating.
You think I
really
want A plus coming in my stream and doing that to me? There you go. There she is.
Embarrassing to be a part of and to witness. This was very embarrassing, very humiliating.
A plus, they're asking the real reason, the truthful reason.
I know that she does shit like that.
Not that you can't accept it.
Streams and shit like that, but I think people understand what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm sure when she does her show, when her show returns, I'm sure we'll get her side of the story and she can clear it all up then. Like until that time, I really don't. Until that time, let's all look forward to the day when A plus can really clear up what's going on and dude. This is this is ugly. This is calling me Danny. Calling me Danny is really whack. Oh. Phil fan probably isn't even here now, man. She doesn't want to participate in any of this shit. Phil fan probably disconnected a long time ago. She doesn't want to take part in any of that. Phil fan is above the fray. She doesn't want to participate in any of this shit. Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. You know what I mean? But it's like, for who, for what? Like, it's like, why do that? You know? Because somebody asked me about what I thought about Broad Soup. Yeah, it's a good show. That was wild, man. Deuce is wild.
Full moon weekend.
That was wild. No, that's like, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'm cool now. I'm not, you come on and you like, you know, I'm not gonna. She knows I'm not gonna come back at her, so it's like totally one-sided.
Oh, Karen, come
she wants
on.
me to come back at her.
Come on, Karen.
But I won't. Then when I do a little bit, she's like, "See what I mean?"
This is actually kind of like
when you're in a transition, there's no time for like it. You can't. People leave. People don't talk to their families because their families are stuck on the old person, and that even if the family's right, or this case,
is a great study in right, genders and how they communicate.
I mean? Like, let's say this is messed up, that I'm trans or something like that. Like, people's transitions don't fucking soar, 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 until they're not hampered down by the people that rightly or wrongly still see them as their own person. Like, and that's that's something relationship anyway. People evolve, and if you don't evolve with the people's change, like
hot spot,
your spouse might get a new job or something like that,
molten lava,
and it threatens you or something like that. Like, you have to, and she has like new friends or something. You have to like roll with the punches. You know what I mean? A+ has on more than one occasion. Yeah, you took me to get makeup. Thank you. You were real good that way, definitely. But you don't deep down really see me as Karen. You know what I mean? She's stuck on me as Ozark.
Shout out Stanley Ozark.
She's stuck on me as Ozark.
The hilarious comedian.
Well, it's like it's a hard process. It's a hard process,
It's a difficult situation.
But, come to any trans group or sit in any trans therapy, and, and I feel bad, you know what I mean? Like, I feel bad, sometimes I wish I could be Ozark for her sometimes. I'll see a picture, don't you think that sometimes I go, oh my God, like, you know, what if I had just stayed that? You know what I mean? What if I had just stayed trans? Stayed, not trans, but I was trans the whole time. You know what I mean? I don't blame her because Ozark was a lie. Like, so it's like she's mad because she devoted so much time to a lie. I don't blame her for being angry. Like,
now, A+, what you got to do is you got to sit back
see her yelling at me
and just watch too.
And I sit there, stone faced.
Now you kind of know how it's gonna go. No.
I can see her points, but this other shit that she's saying, it's just not true. And it's like,
Karen, stop mansplaining.
It's hard, you know what I mean? It's fucking hard. Like, I'm real gullible and real naive. Like, I'm real gullible and real naive. Like,
I'm Team Karen too, but I'm a straight shooter.
That we're making up and being good friends again. Like,
I'm an honest person.
You know what I mean? But I don't care, you know what I mean, that she talks shit about me in the BBG and talks shit about me on streams. Like, I don't care.
She's not talking shit, Karen.
I'm sorry to say I don't care. Like,
she's not.
What can I do about it? Number one. And number two, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. Like, that's her way of existing. That's her way of creating.
Oh no!
That's how she creates.
No! Oh fuck.
Oh man, I don't even give a shit anymore, dude. I can't even. I have so much on my plate. Like, I have so much on my plate. I have so much on my plate right now. Take my name out your mouth. How about that? You know what I mean? Because I got so much on my plate right now that I'm just pushing ahead, moving forward. Like, I'm gonna stack G's regardless. You know what I mean?
How about that?
I'm gonna stack G's regardless.
We're stacking them deep and selling them cheap. Motherfucker.
1 o'clock. I thought me and A+ were starting to get close again. Like, that we were moving towards a friendship. I didn't know she was still harboring all this ill will. Like,
no, we're moving towards a friendship. We're moving to get that show back together.
This is too much.
But we got to get some shit out.
This is too much for me.
So this is how the mask is going to run, like a 3/4. And then the hair will come down enough to like hit your own hairline.
I've been talking shit about me for 2-3 weeks.
So no neck to pull over. Like,
I mean, she's on my mind. You can tell, like, when you can tell by the, she's on my mind. She's on my mind.
You were always on my mind.
You know. That's fine. Me too. Like, just, I think those are slipping away, Ecto. those are slipping away.
Karen's got to stop listening to those people in the chat too. They're steering her wrong.
She came in with the "Were we ever really friends" routine.
They're leading her astray. Chaos is the natural order. Order is so much harder to achieve.
I don't know if you guys got the point yet, but A+ does whatever A+ wants to do. Like,
I do what I want.
You understand the point? I do whatever it takes. What she looks at is making fun of. What she looks at is making fun of, taking the bus and taking the train.
Oh, we got a spy.
I look at as working hard to.
Hey, don't take this chat over there. That's really lame. Come on, guys, don't do that.
You know what I mean? It's just me working hard to get my creativity out.
Yeah, be cool, man.
But if she wants to, she might as well load it all up. That's not even enough. I have to take the bus to something and then get Uber, like a bus and train and then get Uber. So she's not even milking it for all it could be. Like, you know what I mean? It's milk it for all it could be. Like, it's three things. You know what I mean? Or just keep tuning in, baby. It's all good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. Like, I don't know. Like, she's making fun of me for taking the bus and the train.
No, she's not making fun of you. Come on, Brittany, don't do that anymore. That sucks.
Wow, man, this is so deep. Like,
let's try not to ban anybody. Let's just appeal to people's common sense.
This is so deep.
This is an arts and crafts stream.
This is so deep, man.
Come on, we're just doing how-tos.
I really want to hear jams right now. I really want to hear tunes. Plus, I got to talk to Phil Fan, I really want to hear some jams right now. This has been fun, but I really want to hear some jams. And I got to talk to Phil Fan, get her vantage point on it.
Imagine some random person on YouTube just stopping by this stream. Oh. This channel's never going to grow except for the BBG and the bar and maybe Reddit. I do have a couple of plans, though, for some more inclusive projects. No, A+. No, 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 no. Stop. I would tell you. If that was my hinting, I would just tell you. I don't beat around the bush.
Oh. You know, whatever makes her sleep good at night, like, go ahead,
Oh,
do that. You know what I mean? Because I am a Libra, and I do want other people to be happy.
She's a zebra?
So, whatever, if you need to talk shit about me to get a good night's sleep, do that. Because I want everybody to get a good night's sleep.
Greg, you none of us know what's going on, dude.
When I need to go to bed. You know what I mean? But, you know, you're going to sit here, and I don't want, you know, you know, where's Phil Fan? You know what I mean? I need Phil Fan, you know? Phil Fan, come back. Maybe I'll scope later, guys. I gotta have one little last mini. No, it's all cool parking. It's all cool. I'll come back on in a little bit. Like I gotta rally Phil Fan, make sure she's still in a good creative mood. Okay. Yeah, for fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Planes, trains, and automobiles, baby. We'll be there. Don't worry about you. I'll never quit on you. Don't worry about it. Of course, we'll talk about this scope tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, it'll definitely be warm.
I'll come back on later tonight. Don't worry.
We want to like remake the window licker video where there's like 20 Kumias chasing a guy down the street. Yeah, so this is right now I'm cleaning the rest of the back. This is going to be the line of the mask. So it'll be built up under the chin. So when you open your mouth, it'll open the mouth on the mask, but you'll put your head in through this area, and there'll be a little bit of stretch, but your head will go in through there. So there's no neck or anything. It's really, really hot anyways with a silicone mask, and covering up the neck where you have all the blood going up the carotid and the brachial plexus. You trap so much heat in there. It's very uncomfortable. We're getting close. Getting very close. What if there's like an epidemic of convenience store robberies, all with Kumia masks? I don't know that I'd feel bad about it. Hey, Plus, I hope you're still in here. No, she went off. She went to go find Phil fan. Oh, good. And my paper hair is closer to reality than I thought it was. Huh. Enjoy your 60 followers. A little bit sloppy on the eyes, but we'll get them. That's actually a lot of progress tonight for a little impromptu stream. I wasn't planning on doing this. We'll grab contour gauge. And I am going to, I've been spending hours. I mean, really, we've probably been doing like 30 hours a week on streams, which is quite a bit. So it's taken away some of the admin time that I need to be doing just to like clean up the Patreon. But we are going to do the Fool's cards, and those are going to be Patreon gifts. And those will be pretty cool, I think. I kind of envision, like, if you have 12 of them and you put them on a matted background in a side of a frame, that it'll actually, it won't be tacky or anything. It'll look kind of cool for like an office or. Oh yeah, thanks, Todd. Well, and not just the mask, because I'm also gonna release the animatronics and the code for the Arduino. So all of that is it's good for that. I've just not. Lando's on me all the time to tighten up my promotion and my behind the scenes work, and then I end up streaming for 6 hours, and it doesn't get done. Granted, it's a lot more fun to sculpt than it is to type. Yeah, that was pretty nice. And the one from Anthony was cool too. Very unexpected, and then a very nice a nice shout out on the show. Which one? Which tool? Sorry, I wasn't watching the chat when you asked. All of these different things, they're just dental tools. Different types of dental tools. Got piles of them. Like any tool hoarder, I have way more tools than I really need. But you always see one, you go, oh, if I had that, this would be easier. Oh, that's a contour gauge. So it's just a bunch of metal pins. Inside of a holder. Very useful tool. But if you need to, Like say you want to cut something out of wood or trace it, you can grab its contour, and then you have the perfect outline. Cheap, very cheap tool. Probably a $10 tool, but extremely useful. I saw a company, you know, those remember those things that they have all the nails and you can like stick it on your face and it makes your face, or you push your hand into it? There was a company I saw that was trying to develop one of those that each one of the pins would read electronically, so you could fire coordinates, 3D coordinates in. And I don't know if they ever finished it, but it was a fantastic idea. If you could get one that was like 12 inches by 12 inches, and you could just put a shape on it, and it would put 3D coordinates into like a 3D modeling program like Maya, and then you could build your mesh off of it. I have a feeling that because 3D scanners have become cheaper, that maybe it was scrapped. It was just like, well, you know, I mean, this is a cool thing, but there's better technology now, rather than spending a ton of dough to develop something. But it was a cool idea. Even now, photogrammetry, you can do photogrammetry with your cell phone, or a 3D scan with just using photographs. It's everything's really come a long way. Oh yeah, and that's probably what it's. Well, I know one thing that people use it for is for cutting miters on crown molding and like decorative molding. You can press the profile of the molding into it, and then you can go and trace it on your 45. You know, the correct way to do molding is not just to miter 45s and butt it together. It's to trace your profile and use a scroll saw to cut that profile out, so that you get a real nice joint. I think that's probably what its main use is, things like that. Stonework, and you can probably, if you look around, I know that there's like Woodcraft. They make bigger ones, like a 1 foot, and they're plastic. Well, it won't rust and all that. This is probably the 5th one I've had over the years, because eventually you start bending your pins up, or you know, you push a pin out. Once you blow some of these pins out, they all start falling out, and it's really easy to bend them. They're probably they're probably a 32nd of an inch, or 0.03 wire, so it's pretty thin. But I don't use mine for a lot of really demanding jobs. It's mostly stuff like this, or small things in the shop. I'm pretty sure I got this at Home Depot. Yeah, I did, because it's General. You know that brand General? They have that whole line of tools like plumb bobs and the metal protractors. It's yellow and black. for their colors. So this was definitely a Home Depot purchase. There's a lot more clay over on this side. Next step is to start the mold. So we'll have I'll use silicone with a thixotropic so I can brush it on, and it'll thicken it so it won't run off. And I'll use like a real fast setting silicone and brush a nice thin shell on, and then I'll build it up maybe like 3/8 of an inch thick, and then I'll build a resin. I'm going to go with resin for this one. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's worthwhile. Then I'll build a wall, a clay wall, do a front, and then a back with a nice big flange across the middle so I can run hardware through it. To bolt it back together. It's kind of tedious just because of set times. You know, the cure times for the materials. So you got to sit there with the timer and watch your times. I got too many tools out. Too many tools out. They're all blending into the pile. Contour gauge, I think, is probably what it's called. Contour. Great. Great. Glad you found it. Time saved is money in the pocket. Sorry if you're messaging me in that chat. I haven't been able to keep up with it too much. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Gino is a wonderful man. He's talented, handsome. Just haters. You know, I was thinking about the Geno mask because I do like that idea, but I was thinking of maybe going like a more caricature route with the Geno mask. Not full blown cartoon, but the more a caricature. A little more fun, a different approach. And then maybe it comes with a free Aaron Berg mask for your cat. Oh, we're going to keep that a little bit square on the top so I can keep this thick around here. We don't want that to tear. Especially on someone's expensive mask. I'm going to have to do a care guide too, because you can't just like take these things and throw it in the back window of your car for a week and hope it's going to last. They need to be taken care of. Oh, I should put Dante's earring on Kumia's ear. No, the silicone is pretty much impervious to moisture, but it is going to have, the wig. But you really do want to avoid like prolonged UV exposure. You can wear it outside. That's no problem. But you're not going to want it to sit in a window of your house or anything like that. And, if you just like rip the thing over your head and rip it off, 20 times, it'll probably start tearing. You got to use some care. Where is the, where's Dante's bone? Instead of a really cool kick-ass skull, I did Gino's laughing, crying, smiley. So Kumia's ear is not going to really work because it doesn't bend. But it works on a dude. It's just got magnets that like attract through your earlobe. So if you want to get out there and do some guruing. Oh man, that would look so awesome on Kumia. Guru. That's right. Start posting some numbers. 1,400. Do like the bone in the nose Kumia. Or like a tusk Kumia. Oh man, he would be cool if he had tusks. Or the devil Kumia. Oh man. So Kumeric. Like an orc Kumia. Would be fantastic. Yeah, once we get rolling too, a lot of this goofy little stuff I'm just gonna do for Patreon. The little quick stuff. Like the cards, once we do the artwork, we just have to have someone else do the work and print them. Oh, Gomia! You've betrayed me. I did a template on the BBG that's like it's a 4-up. It's 4 times as big as it needs to be. I was thinking, Ash, I was thinking immediately to see if Sven would let us use his Bebop and Rocksteady for Jane's and Dante Newman. So then I was talking to Brandon the other day, kind of vaguely. I was on my way out the door. We talked about this Magic the Gathering thing, and although none of us really wants to play it, we do want to make it playable just in case. So I was thinking about it, Brandon. What would be cool is if there was a way to integrate the game. I don't have it completely figured out. It's really just it's a thought. Have it integrated some way in with the Patreon for like prizes and things like that. I'm not exactly sure how to do it. I mean, it's got to be fairly brainless, and so nothing can be exploited or anything like that. But there's got to be a way. Yeah, I would imagine, like, even if there was a way, one of the ideas that I sent to Brandon was that if I was doing a stream or something, and I was kind of like the game leader or the game master or whatever you want to call it, and I was basically flipping cards. So if there was a way to integrate that, it's just one of those goofy ideas. This whole stream is turning into a weird thing. Our conversations and then just sculpting Kumia or Joe Matarese. So long term, I don't think there's probably a lot of prospects for it becoming a big stream. Although I'll show you this. When I was cleaning, oh, where did I put that box? So these are kind of cool. If you think Star Wars is gay, you're not gonna like this. But these are from Japan. Oh shit! I just knocked this off the tripod. These are from Japan. They're 1/144 scale Star Wars models. They're tiny. So I thought about maybe painting one of these on one of the live streams. They're really cool. I had this lady in Japan send them to me, but they're very tiny. That is a snow speeder. So it's like that big. So that's like magnifying glass. Yeah, I'd do the whole thing. I'd build it and paint it on a stream, just so there's something that, you know, someone who just comes off of a search would come across it and go, I'll look at that. It is ultimately, it's helpful for the long term of the stream. A little too heavy-handed under here, under the chin. He's got a little bit of a double, but not that much of a double. But I do want to have that a little bit thicker there, so we don't want that to tear. For the masks, what we'll do is I'll do a veneer for the teeth, and that will be attached to the inside of the lips. So there'll actually be teeth attached to the mask that are over your teeth. And when you open your mouth, his mouth will open. For the animatronic, we'll have the mouth will be able to open and close. Yeah, I do think we're about there on the basic blocking and the shapes. And it is on the buck, on the sculpting buck, it's slightly canted back so that I'm not ducking down to look up underneath it. Sometimes the view is weird on the camera. I try to look at it and line up as close as what I'm seeing. I think really the next major big push to finish up is going to be to finish the eyes. And then it'll just be all texturing and skin and wrinkles and pores. And that's kind of relaxing, low stress. You're just not having to think real hard. I did notice on the new picture, get down again. How many times today? On the new picture, I noticed some really, really hard laugh lines on the left side of the face, like really, really hard creases. So I'll have to go back and look at that picture and then add those in when we actually do the wrinkles. But they were pretty prominent. Stay there. Don't jump up there. You want to get nuked? I bet you after April, Anthony's going to be a whole new man. I'll be right back. I think we'll do like 10 more minutes and then we'll call it. It's almost 2 a.m. You guys need to go to sleep too. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing the watch Monday. I'm kind of over Schulz's show, especially at 10:30. I'm right in the middle of really getting into my work day, and then I stop, and it's not been paying off much lately. Oh, really? It's Margot. Which on Anthony or on Schulz? Man, probably gonna have to watch it. It'll be bad. No way. Karen's filling in for the most talented and smart. That sounds awful. And with a whole lot of love. Oh boy. Yeah, I suppose we're gonna be the watching morning. Morning. Need to put up another light too, right above this side. Awesome. I happened across your escort page, A plus. I know you're for sale. I saw that, Lando. I saw that advertisement. Nah, you don't have to pencil me in. I'll make it quick. You may not even know I was there. Oh, if I was in New York City, I'd buy her. I would go and buy her for the night. I don't think I'd seal the deal, but I would take her out and get pictures. I absolutely would. And probably have a great time. And see, it'd be like sitting there talking to her. This, geez, Lana, I thought you'd sound a lot more like Mike. This is really weird. I really thought you'd be a lot more Russian. On her escort page, she's down for about anything. She's good with male, female couples. She is ready to go. Her rates aren't on the page. Poor Bill. He's just permanently friend zoned. He's just confused. Doesn't know whether he's coming or going. Send an Uber. Yeah, that's right. Send an Uber over to the Marriott to pick him up. Poor guy. He's on the Shoe Leather Express now. Someone stole his bike. A plus. I think it says seasonable. Yeah, I'm totally seasonable. You know, Bill, he'd just leave it around and it gets stolen. Very irresponsible man. That would be great, actually. Have someone deliver a bike with a bow on it to the late shift. From your friends. And to the guys that gave me a bike, thank you. Wait for that tweet to come rolling in. We can probably have all that pre-installed, aftermarket stuff. Get a little basket on the front. I don't know if maybe that there should be stipulations. We'll buy you a bike, but you have to do your interview. You have to follow through. A man is only as good as his word. We could have it delivered to compound, the bike, but then we can also send Kevin Brennan a message and tell him we got him a bike too, and then just let him duke it out. Let him fight over the bike. Two guys, one bike. Oh, if we're gonna do that, we get him the big wheel. They make like giant adult-sized big wheels, If we could get Bill roaming the halls on a big wheel, oh my God, that would be the best. I'll build him a custom Bill-sized big wheel, just like Danny's. Have a little break and everything so he can whip shitties in the hallway. He'd be all set. Have a little drink holder on the handlebars. Oh man, he'd be raging. Some awesome tweets. I'm getting ready to make my rounds. Oh yeah, it'd be well worth it. Remember Schwinn used to have a big red? We get him a big red bar. Fantastic. That's why I would like, that's the main reason I would like for the Patreon to start bringing in some money, because we do stuff like that. That's also so much fun to me. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's like, I don't know if he's like a watchman, a night watchman at that Marriott, but he roams the halls late at night like a ghost. Like that season of American Horror Story. Schulz, he's trapped at the hotel. He never gets to leave. You're sitting there in your room and you're looking for the remote and you look up and there he is sitting in the chair in the corner. Hey, Bill, what's the matter with you? That's terrifying. Oh, sorry. I thought you knew I was here. Awesome. That's pretty much done. What I'm going to have to do for the masks, I'm probably going to have to cast. Oh, no, I shouldn't have to do that. But to glue the hair on, I thought about silicone and using Velcro for the wig. So you can take it off and it'll be easier to clean. You know, if you want to fluff up the hair or wash the hair or something. But the one side of the Velcro is going to have to be glued to the mask with silicone. The only thing that'll stick to silicone is silicone. But we'll see. I mean, I think one of the main considerations with this is that they don't get too crazy expensive. And then each one of those little things, adding labor to each one is going to bump them up. This ear looks good. This one needs to come out a little bit more. It's not bad though. Get down. Get down. Come on, stop. Cats are supposed to be graceful. Why everything is like everything's falling to the floor behind you as you move. Uh-huh. Just gonna chill. All right, guys, it's about 10 after 2. Let's call it. The longer I go tonight, the later I'll sleep in, and I like to get up early. I have this internal alarm clock that always wakes me up at 6 no matter what. So that's coming very soon. Whether or not I decide to stay awake, that's another thing. I got coffee today, finally. I got tired of tea. I remembered coffee and little plastic cups for mixing. Well, that's something anyways. No, I never used to be a morning person. In fact, when all through growing up, teenager, waking up for school was like, I felt sick in the morning. And I think it was because I was so active in my sleep that I never got good sleep. And even in like my early 20s, same thing. It was like trying to get up for school, get to class on time, and just wake up, feel absolutely awful, like you've been fighting and running and jogging through your sleep the whole night. And then it just started to go away. And it's the greatest thing to naturally wake up early and feel good. Sometimes I mess it up, though. I'll get up and I'll go, yeah, I don't really need to get up. And then I'll go back to sleep for an hour and wake up and feel awful. All right, you guys, have a great night. Go get some sleep. I don't want to sleep in too late. So we got MWAT tomorrow. And I believe A+ is a guest on tomorrow's MWAT. So everybody tune in. Show's going to be lit. Have a good night.